do first is to just we have a little check to make sure we have no signs of any problems.
Sure.
Well, there isn't. So what to do? We need to give a puff of smoke around the bottom. This young bee here. So you've lost its way. No, not under here.
Under here.
Yeah. And then also at the front, and this just lets them know that we're coming in. And also at the front of the door, so bend right down. See the entrance to the door, just give them a puff of smoke towards the door.
Nick, what are we doing?
We're just going to give a weekly inspection, just to check that the bees are okay. It's been raining this morning, but I think a lot of them now have gone out now the rain stopped for a bit of foraging, so we're just going to have a little look and see if they're all okay. Let's move this back, because we don't want to keep smelling the smoke.
Okay.
So we will need the smoke at a point in a minute.
The smoke will make the bees come out?
No, the smoke will make them go in.
Right.
And away from us. The smoke, they think that the hive is burning,
Okay.
so they'll go into the hive to eat some honey, ready to depart. Obviously, they're not going to depart anywhere. They're just going to eat some honey and stay away from us for a bit.
Nice.
So this is our inspection chart. I need to do lots of larvae, start with queen cell, more syrup added. Okay, so we're just checking. It's alright. Let the ladies down at the front.
Just like that.
Yeah, so if any bees are on top of the on top of the top.
You need.
Yeah, on top of it, we can get them scrambled.
Okay.
Call it scrambled. They'll be able to just walk back into the hive.
All right.
Sure. So this is syrup, and this is empty. So this was 2 kilos of syrup last week, and now it's completely empty. So these guys are hungry.
What do you mean by they're hungry?
Well, this is a young colony. This colony is only about 6 weeks old, so it's not a huge colony.
Okay.
So we have to give them a little bit of food to help them on their way, because it's not the biggest of colonies to go out and forage. So we're just aiding them by feeding. Normally at this time you wouldn't be feeding, but because this colony is very small, there's probably only about 25,000-30,000 bees in here, where you'd normally have about 50,000, and it will start to slow down now anyway. So we're just aiding them a little bit by feeding them, so they haven't got to worry too much about going to find
Some food.
yeah, pollen,
Some pollen.
And nectar. So let's take the egg off. Now this egg's stuck, so we're going to give it a bit of a take the super off. Now we have no honey store at the moment because we're feeding. Plus these are very young. So they're not at that stage where they need to start storing.
Look at all those bees.
You may need to just stand there.
I'm going to stand right.
Right, okay, this is the queen excluder. This stops the queen from escaping.
Who's the queen?
Who's the queen?
Yeah.
There is one queen in the hive. She's responsible for laying all the eggs.
Thank you.
She's the only one that lays eggs. There are some bees that do lay eggs, but they won't be fertilised, so she's the main layer. At the moment, she's probably laying at this time of year around 300. Not sure you can get a shot there, but there's a bee with some great pollen on its behind. You see the pollen on its feet? This bee here.
I'm just wearing this hat and I don't think I can come through here. But right.
So there's a lot of pollen on that bee there. There's a huge amount of pollen on that bee there, and there's loads there. So they're doing a good job this morning.
Oh, good bees.
Yeah, they're all doing well.
Super
Right,
bees.
okay. So we're taking the queen excluder off, and the first thing we're doing, we are checking that the queen is not on the reverse of here, because she can only go
Oh my
up
lord.
to the top. So we have no queen, and when we find the queen, I will show you. She's not here. The queen is a little bit longer, slightly different colour, and she also has a white dot, which is put onto her at birth, which determines her age. She's this year's queen. Okay, so this is the brood chamber. Is where the bees live. This is where the new bees are bred. So we're going to open up and go right the way through today. Give it a good inspection.
Amazing. Roughly, how many bees are there?
There's probably 25,000.
25,000 bees.
Yeah. And that's only less than half full of what you'd normally expect at the height of your sort of May, June time. You'd expect to have at least 50 to 60,000 bees in a full colony. Then you're on for some serious honey production. But as we stand at the moment, this is a young colony, so.
Now, these suits that we're wearing,
Yeah.
they're white, and why would they not stung us?
Well, it's not impossible for them to sting through this suit. White being, it's easy to see the bees when they're on you, like there's one on your hat at the moment.
Right.
And they're just a little bit thicker cotton. The stinger will go through. If they want to sting you, they will. To be honest, these bees are really calm, but I'm saying that now, and today we'll probably get stung. But
Hopefully not, as I'm not wearing pants like you. But I do have the same as Nick.
Yeah, no, hopefully we didn't have any problems.
Okay.
Now that I remember, Nick, did we?
No. So we take this first frame out. Now this is starter foundation that we have put in. Most beekeepers would use starter foundation unless you're going to go completely natural and let them build their own. This just gives them a little bit more freedom, a little bit more time. It helps them out a little bit where you're giving them the start to build on. So there's no comb been built on these yet, and the queen is not on here. And you would drop and turn a frame like that.
It's amazing how they don't fly away.
They don't fly away. They're not interested in flying away.
They're happy. They're happy with you.
Okay, so I'm going to leave this one out for now. I'll leave it up here. Just give myself a little bit of room. Actually, I'm going to put it here. It's too close to my head. Just give myself room, and we'll put that back in last. Okay, so the next frame. Now this is also.
Oh my lord!
This is also a frame that we have had some foundation on, and they've drawn this whole frame out, which means they've built their own comb on the outside of the frame. So you can see. I'll do one-handed. This is the original foundation, and this is what they've built since. So they've been busy.
Amazing.
You need that, Nick, yeah?
Yeah, we do, mate. So just going to a quick look over these.
Find the queen.
Yeah, she's not on here.
And just tell me once again, Nick, why are we looking for the queen?
You don't have to look for a queen on inspection. If you're seeing eggs and larvae, you know that she's still there. So on every inspection, I don't expect to see the queen because when you're taking, she likes the dark. So as you're pulling out, she will end up turning to the bottom and then going onto another frame.
All right.
So on this one, I'm not expected to see any eggs.
Leah?
No. So I'm not expecting to see any eggs on here.
Right.
Which shows it. Because it's a new frame. I am expected to see eggs on here though, and a lot more bees. And we've had a lot more bees.
Wow. That's shocking. That is shocking.
Okay, so on here we have, in the centre of this frame, we have capped larvae, which was obviously eggs into larvae, now it's capped. So these will all emerge probably in the next 7 to 10 days. Looks quite dark, so it looks like it's been there a while. I'm going to have a little turn around to see if I can see any eggs in here.
Wow. Amazing. Brilliant.
There's a lot of bees on here.
Oh Lord.
It's very heavy.
Amazing.
Okay, at the top you can see a new bee emerging. You can see that in the middle.
Right there.
No, move your finger along. Gaul, can you see?
No. I don't.
Gaul, can you see that one? Yusuf, can you see that bee there?